Hello and welcome to Your Local Note. Thank you so much for joining us. We've got the band The Rescue in tonight. We're going to be talking to them and talking about their music. They've got a new album coming out that they want to talk about. And we got a special treat because they'll be playing some of their songs live. Looking forward to that. Telling you they're really good. I just heard them warm up. It's going to be a great night. Looking forward to that. All right, let's get everything started here. We've got The Rescue. Their album is called The Journey, and this song is the title track on yourlocalnote.com. The song is called The Journey. That's the title track of the album by the band The Rescue, who are joining us tonight. Guys and gals, thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
Let's very quickly run down who you are and what you do for the band. We'll start with you, Zach. Go ahead.
As you've heard, I'm Zach, and I do the percussion in the band.
I'm Megan. I'm not usually in the band, but I'm John's sister, and I'm filling in for Katie, who's not here tonight.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Very nice.
I'm Jack. I play guitar in the band and do any vocals when necessary. Thankfully, that has not come up yet.
Okay.
I'm Eric, and I am a new lead vocalist. Very new.
Okay. How new, Eric?
About, I want to say like 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Not even like.
Okay. Less than a month. Less than a month. Less than days. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Very good.
I'm John. I play guitar. One of the guitars, and I also write most of the songs.
Okay. Very good. Then, all right, John. We'll direct this question to you. The Journey. You wrote this.
Yes.
What is this about then?
So the Journey's kind of about kind of like our band's like walk with God almost, and just like how we've like developed, I guess, and how we kind of there's a lot of like changes in the band and just a lot of things in general, but we just kind of kept going and we just put it in God's hands, and was the journey. So yeah.
Okay, so I take it you're the founder.
Yeah.
Okay, and how did you meet? How did you get the band together then?
Well,
we know Eric is new, so you
yeah.
just picked him up outside? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I actually
Just
was
happened to be
out
walking
there.
up Market Street.
Yeah.
kidding.
We just picked them up.
I really
Yeah.
needed someone.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Oh, so it started off actually me and Katie, who was the old lead singer, current bassist, red bassist, and like kind of backup vocalist. That kind of just happened in the past like 2 days, but yeah, it started off me and her, and we played a couple of shows, just like local coffee shops and stuff like that. And then we picked up Zac, because we were like, hey, let's get a little cajon, which is like a little drum kind of thing.
Okay.
Like, let's get him in the mix. And
So did you know Zac before? I mean,
yeah, me and Zac are really close friends. He goes to my church, so
Okay.
that's how I know him. And so we picked him up, and then we were looking for an electric guitarist, and posted something on Instagram, and Jack came along.
Classic.
And then Eric also goes to my church and my school. We're really
Okay.
good friends, and we just picked him up because, you know, kind of thought we just needed a change in all of it. And
okay, so within the last couple of months, you've put this lineup together of the band.
well, I mean, me and Katie, we've been together for a while, and then it kind of expanded from there. But yeah, the past couple of months, I'd say, have been the largest amount of changes that we've had. So.
Okay. Now, have you felt that the reason you started expanding the band is because you wanted to add more instruments to the sound of the band?
I mean, there was a lot of factors. We started off, me and Katie, and we were kind of mentored by a band, Bonray, and they have... I had to mention them.
It's okay. Shout-outs are good.
Yeah. And they have, they're more like indie Christian rock almost, and we kind of wanted to like replicate their music. So, yeah, I guess we just added a lot of instruments to kind of try to almost replicate them and get a feel for what we want to. So,
all right. So, Eric, as the lead singer, you've got to interpret what John is putting together on the and John and Katie. Does Katie do some writing too, or is it just basically
she wrote
you?
a couple songs.
But it's basically you?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. So, I mean, you have to communicate to Eric what you are trying to do with the song, or how does that work?
I mean, we kind of just start playing something, and then he'll just kind of start singing. He's really good at kind of just picking things up, and that's how we kind of put the songs together. And Zac's a really big help when it comes to that, too. And
okay. So you guys, so you put the lyrics together, come up with the idea, and then the rest of the band sort of helps you mold the song to the final product.
Exactly.
Okay, that sounds good?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, very good. So when you're in your process of writing songs, obviously the first song, The Journey, is basically about how the band is getting together and going through this process. Are all the songs you write basically your life experience?
I mean, most of them are, or whether it's like a friend or family. It really depends. I mean, if something's on my heart, I'll kind of just put it out.
So then you a part life experience, part storyteller.
Yeah.
Okay. So it just if an idea pops in your head, now do you sit down and write start to finish, or do you write a little while and then come back to it, or sometimes bring a half idea and let the band play with it too? How does that work?
I mean, it really depends. Usually I just do like, I don't really like leaving things undone, so I'll kind of just start something that finish it within that night or the hour sometimes. And that's how I do it. Usually I don't really come back to another song. So if I write something and I don't like it, I'll just kind of leave it. Or if I want to come back to it, I mean, maybe I will, but usually I just kind of finish it. Okay.
Very good. Then let's go on to song number 2. And the cool thing right now is you're going to play this live. Okay, the song is called For Those Who Can't Speak. We're hanging with the band The Rescue, and this is yourlocalnote.com.
Crowded hallways of empty voices, those who struggle to find the words, those who tried and those who failed, those who lost it all. For those who can't speak, speak for the world. For those who can't speak, I'll be the voice that you need. I won't let you go, won't leave you all alone. lived in vain, being hurt by ourselves. Why is this life a living hell? For those who can't speak, speak for the world. For those who can't speak, I'll be the voice that you need. Won't let you go, won't leave you all alone. So just hold me here, 'cause I just need to hear those words again, so I don't have to fear no more, so I don't have to go along this empty road knowing that you're not here. For those who can't speak, speak for the world. For those who can't speak, I'll be the voice that you need. Won't let you go, won't leave you all alone. 'Cause you gotta speak for those who can't speak. You gotta speak for the world. You gotta speak for those who can't speak. You gotta speak for the world. Won't leave you all alone. I said I won't let you go, won't let you go, won't leave you all alone. For those who can't speak, speak for the world. For those who can't speak, I'll be the voice that you need. Won't let you go, won't leave you all alone. For those who can't speak, for those who can't speak, for those who can't speak, for those who can't speak.
The Rescue, and the song is called For Those Who Can't Speak. The album is The Journey, and this is yourlocalnote.com. Very good, guys. That sounded great. And John, I take it then you wrote this song?
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about the song For Those Who Can't Speak. I guess this is a message, right? So you should, I guess, if you're in a position to help out other people, you should stand up and speak for them. Correct? Am I missing it?
Yeah, no, that's pretty much it. I just had a friend who was kind of going through a really hard time, so I kind of just wrote this song, and it was kind of like reminded me of him, and just trying to be like the shoulder that he needed. Mm-hmm. And so that's how that song came along. Yeah.
Okay, very good. And you put that together. Now, you're working on the album. The album is not complete, is that correct?
No, not yet.
Okay. How many songs have you gotten completed? Recorded and ready to go?
We recorded The Journey. That was our top priority, I guess.
Okay, that's your single.
Yeah. And we have a lot of songs recorded, but a lot of them are acoustic. So we're kind of working on just bringing the electric into it.
Okay. Now, you're doing this yourself?
Yeah.
You're not in the studio. You're recording in your own studios?
Well, yeah. Our first album, The Current, which was kind of more of a worship album almost. It wasn't really intentional, but kind of just happened that way. And we had our producer. His name's Andre. And what happened there was we recorded at his house, but his house is really small. But his record label pretty much just gives him the money that he needs to have that whole studio complex.
Sure.
And then just along the months that we've been together, I kind of just came up with a lot of material that we needed to record and everything. So we kind of do a lot of it at my house, but he might do the editing. We'll see how
so
that goes.
You'll do some recording and then he'll start mixing it down for you and stuff like that. All right. And Zac, you were talking about adding guitars after lead guitar after the song. Jack, I'm sorry, Jack. Zac, I'm sorry. All right, Jack. You're adding the lead guitar in there a little bit. Yeah, bring that a little bit closer to you. Go ahead.
So I've been playing guitar for 8 years. And so when he got a hold of me, he's like, hey, do you know anyone who plays guitar? He's like, I saw you play guitar. Do you know anyone who might be interested? I'm like, I would.
Okay. Nice. That was simple.
So he got me in to the band, and Just kind of how I just come up with stuff is I don't really have my head really wrapped around how scales and chords and keys work. It's just
You play by feel.
Yeah, I just kind of play around. I figure out what works, and then I use some apps on the iPad that I use.
Mm-hmm.
Then I kind of it allows me like to pick the notes that I play.
Yeah.
And then doing that, then I can kind of figure out, okay, I have like a cheat sheet with like the notes that are in a key, and then
Sure.
I'll kind of try and match it up the best I can, and then then it'll show me, what kind of scales I can use, and I kind of go from there. I use that as a guideline.
Mm-hmm.
But really, a lot of what I do is I just kind of, I just noodle around and just, figure out what sounds good, what doesn't sound good, and just kind of work off that.
Present it to the band, and if they like it, they give you the thumbs up. You go with it.
Yeah, like what I did for the journey, the electric that you heard in that was I came up with that probably within like an hour, and I mean it wasn't really anything that was like complex. I really just took the main chord that we were playing in the verses, and then I just kind of just wrote. I basically just took that chord and I just kind of picked it.
Okay.
And just wrote the riff off of that, and then just the notes and the chorus. I just I kind of matched that up and then just had some fun with it. Then included a little bit of some tapping in there from the rock and metal that I listen to.
Sure.
Just to have have a little variety, have some fun with it. So I mean, I just kind of go with just what I think sounds good, and then I send over to John. I'm like, hey, what do you think? And then he gives me the feedback, and then if it works, then we may write a song around it, or we may just kind of put in like a vault or a bank, and then just kind of just wait to include that into song later.
So does the music come first or the lyrics come first for you, John?
For me, the lyrics come first.
Okay, so you'll write lyrics and then noodle around with music later.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have an idea as you're writing what you want the song to sound like?
I mean, while I'm writing the song, I kind of think about, like, do I want this to be upbeat, mellow? Like, what do I want it to be? And then, I'll usually go to one of these guys and just be like, all right, well, what do you guys think this is going to, like, how do you want this to sound? Like, how should it sound?
Right,
Just
okay.
that kind of thing.
So you get input from everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, very cool. Now, it sounds like not only is the album a work in progress, but the whole band is sort of starting and trying to figure out what direction and who is going to be responsible for different things. I mean, do you foresee more contributions from other people as far as songwriting is concerned? Or is that something you really want to keep, I guess, for lack of a better word, control of?
I mean, I think whatever somebody writes, like, it matters and it means like a lot to them. So like, I think it's just cool. Like, if somebody wants to write something, go for it. I mean, I kind of just enjoy writing, so I'll just kind of just write whatever, and that's how we kind of just go from there. It's like whoever has something written, we'll just put that into.
So you all can go off on your own and play some music or put something together and then bring it to the practice.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to write a song at some point, and then it's just a matter of finding the time, finding the inspiration, pitching it to John. But it's it's something we could all do, like explore throughout the future of the band.
And do you feed off of each other and learn from each other as you're putting stuff together?
Yeah, as we rehearse and practice, we will vibe off each other, and we will get each other to figure out like what's going on in each song. We did that for these in order to put these together, these songs for this broadcast. So yeah, it's definitely a part of it.
How difficult is it sometimes, John, because as this main songwriter, you have an idea, but if someone comes up with something, how difficult is it sometimes to say, that does sound better than what I have? Is that something that you find difficult, or is that something you can easily let go of? Because, I mean, it's your baby when you're writing a song.
Yeah, well, I mean, if somebody has an idea which is kind of just like connects the whole song together, like, we'll definitely use it. And I mean, usually when we write songs, we kind of write our own individual song.
Okay.
And I think at the end of recording this album, we're probably just going to have X amount of songs written and then pick maybe 12 or 13 of them to actually put on the album. And then the other ones that we don't use, we'll definitely use them. Maybe we'll tweak them around or put them out as singles or acoustic sets,
Okay.
stuff like that.
Very cool. All right, you guys ready to do your second live song?
Yeah.
I want to give Jack some time to
Just
get his guitar. Yeah, you ready to go?
Let's go, Jack.
All right.
You got it. You got this.
All right. The song that they're going to play right now is called 1,000 Miles. It's going to be on the album The Journey. The band is The Rescue, and this is yourlocalnote.com.
I've been missing you. Thought of dreams and endless nights where I can't stop thinking about you. Some nights I sit there and pray that you'll remember my face. Sometimes dreams can be the hardest thing to leave. Sometimes love won't be enough. If I gotta walk 1,000 miles, if I gotta swim across the coast, if I gotta climb the Rocky Mountains just to get to you, I'll do anything for you. Every time I look at you, I just wanna tell you how much I love you. And every time I think of you, my heart begins to break in two. 'Cause sometimes dreams can be the hardest thing to leave. Sometimes love won't be enough. If I gotta walk 1,000 miles, if I gotta swim across the coast, if I gotta climb the Rocky Mountains just to get to you, I'll do anything for you. So please just come back to me, 'cause I can't face the fact that you're not next to me. I'll give you all that you want. I promise I'll never let go again. Sometimes dreams will be the hardest thing to leave. Sometimes love won't be enough. If I gotta walk 1,000 miles, if I gotta swim across the coast, if I gotta climb the Rocky Mountains just to get to you, I'd do anything for you. I'd walk 1,000 miles for you. Oh, I'd do anything for you. Walk 1,000 miles. I'd do anything for you. If I gotta walk 1,000 miles, if I gotta swim across the coast, if I gotta climb the Rocky Mountains just to get to you, I'd do anything for you. I'd do anything for you.
The song is called 1,000 Miles, and the band is The Rescue. Their album is The Journey, and this is yourlocalnote.com. All right, John, we'll just go to you. Come on, you should know the routine right now. What is this song about?
Come on, John.
So this song, I don't really know what this is about.
Okay.
It's a love song, but it's not really directed towards anybody. So I guess it's
It's the concept.
yeah, the concept.
All right.
Yeah, pretty much.
Eric, how do you get the songs right away when you because as a singer sometimes, or I should say a lot of times, the bands that we've talked to in the past, the lead singer does a lot of the writing. And because they want to feel the songs. Yeah. So you are now, and we've talked to other bands that the lead singer just interprets the song. How difficult is that for you to try to interpret what John, or since you know John, it's easy to know what he's looking for?
I've seen the kind of direction the band wants to go in, and of course I know John, and he's doing a great job with the writing. Interpreting the songs is it's definitely a process that is not very difficult for me. It doesn't take a long time. Like for this song, I picked up immediately that obviously it was a love song, and then I looked through the lyrics and saw that it included, or encompassed, I should say, all forms of love, like maybe good love, like devoted love, that walking 1,000 miles, or heartbroken love, like my heart begins to break in two, obvious lyrics.
Sure.
And also unrequited love is just like, some nights I sit there and pray that you'll remember my face. It's like,
Okay, so there's a lot of different ways to go with that.
Yeah.
And so do you discuss with John, or you just start playing and you start singing and you then go, okay, that sounds good, let's go in that direction, or...
It's a little both. It's a little both. We do discuss occasionally like what direction we want the song to, but it is like a lot of jamming out. Just trying to figure out which direction we want the song to go in.
So there's a lot of times you'll play a song and you'll go through it and then it'll be like, no, that's not the way we want it to go, and then you go in another direction.
Yeah, and it sounds good.
Okay. All right. So sometimes it's just we'll know how it we'll know we like it when we hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes it fun. Okay. Let's talk about the difference between the first album you cut and the second album that you're working on. Did you said it went in one direction and you didn't intend it to go in that direction, but it did. Did you, in making or preparing for this second album, The Journey, did you try to then go away from what you did with the first album on purpose, or is it just going in that direction?
I mean, I know Zac's going to have some input on this one because he was actually with the band, I guess, like the original band while this happened. But so he knows kind of what happened. But basically, we started out as we wanted the indie rock kind of sound. And just the songs that we were recording, I mean, we had an acoustic guitar, a lead vocalist, and a cajon. So it was kind of all acoustic stuff. Mm-hmm. And throughout the album, I'd say probably halfway through the album, there's probably one or two songs on there that were kind of what we were like wanted to like direct towards, but a lot of the songs looking back on them now is just kind of a downfall. Like we didn't really want any of those songs to be how they sounded. Okay. I mean, at the time they sounded great. Right. But I think it was kind of just the hype and kind of in the moment, like this is our first album that
okay, let's go with
releasing.
This.
Yeah.
Okay. And so will you view every album differently in the sense that, well, we did this way, let's try something completely different? Is that something you're going to venture into, or is it just, we'll put a whole bunch of songs together and if they sound good, then let's put it together that way?
I mean, I feel like every album that we're going to release from now and then just going into the future is just going to be, everything's going to be different, but I'm not like the genre, but there's definitely going to be things that we're going to look back on this album, even though we're not even like halfway through it. Right. We're going to look back on it and we'll be like, well, I really don't like this now. Sure. This is how we can do this, and just kind of make it all come together, because we do want a variety.
And you're relatively new to the music scene. I know you've been playing instruments for a while, but you're relatively new to putting albums together and performing and things like that. So
as one.
I guess the journey is just starting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wanted to tie that in.
That was good. That was good.
I like that. Okay. It's only 30 years of radio. Okay. I can do one or two things good. All right, then let's talk about where people can find your music.
Well, we have a SoundCloud. Okay. So it's soundcloud.com/rescue music.
Okay.
Rescue music, and we also have our stuff.
Is it rescue music or the rescue?
I think
it's the rescue music. I know this for a fact because I had to explain this to.
Usually I mess that up.
I thought it was rescue.
No, you put out the rescue, right? I've been saying it right.
It's the rescue. Yeah.
Okay.
Our SoundCloud link might not have the in it.
You mean you've made a mistake, Mike?
I think I did.
Yeah.
sticking my gun.
I think you're right.
No, normally Mike is shaking his head in the background, going, "Oh,
Do
RJ."
a lot of copy and paste.
Yeah, RJ made another mistake. Yes. All right, so we're gonna stick with The Rescue, even though Mike wants to call you Rescue, but it's The Rescue music then.
Yeah.
Okay. Very
Rescue,
cool.
Yeah.
That's what you're called, but the link is
Rescue Music.
It's
Okay.
SoundCloud.com.
So he's just grabbing
I'll let
onto
it go.
anything to say I didn't make a
So
mistake.
SoundCloud.com/rescue music.
Okay.
No the. Yeah. No the.
No,
The link
okay.
is right under the video that's playing right now, so you might as well just click it and figure it out yourself.
We're gonna change that when we get home.
Okay, that's
Be like,
good.
What?
Continuity, everybody.
And Mike is like, I did not make a mistake. I did not make a mistake. RJ's the one who screws up all the time, not me. All right. Where are you guys going to be?
This interview.
Yeah, where are you guys going to be playing?
We did have a local tour coming up, and then our lead singer kind of left and then came back the next day. So we had some changes. Now we have Eric as
So
our...
you have two lead singers.
Well, we have Eric as our actual lead singer, and I think Katie's just gonna stick with bass now and do like backup vocals.
Okay.
So she'll be the Megan of.
So Megan, you're just in for the interview.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, John and I play music all the time.
Okay.
Played a
I've been
couple
here
shows.
since the beginning, and every time he has a show and his band bails out, I'm the one
You're-
that comes
you're-
in.
Yeah.
You're the
So-
permanent backup, huh?
Yeah, we have like a repertoire of songs. I rescue John. From the band.
I rescue John. Yeah.
She's the rescue.
So that's
That's really where the
She
name
is the rescue.
It should be John Leahy and the Rescue.
rescuing John Leahy.
Oh, there we go. Rescuing
Rescue
John
John Leahy. I think that's pretty much it.
Or maybe that'll be your band.
Gonna need new T-shirts.
Burn the merch.
Okay.
Be a picture of my face and then it said "Rescue John Leahy" under it.
Nice. All right. Okay. Again, so you do have some shows coming up in July?
We do. We have kind of like a local tour coming up, and it's gonna be all throughout Doylestown. But then we also have some shows coming up. I think we have 1 or 2 in Soulbury,
Okay.
and we're hoping to come out here like in the city and just.
Okay. Let us know so we can put it up on our site too.
Definitely.
All right,
Yeah.
and Facebook and all that other good stuff. All right, very cool. Well, we really appreciate you guys coming out and playing for us.
Thank you.
Guys sound really good.
Thank you.
All right, and it's great to have a backup like Megan all the time on hand.
is, yeah.
Megan, let's see. No, we don't need you tonight. Yeah, we do need you tonight. So you really don't have a life then. You have to wait on John.
Pretty much.
Okay. No, I'm just kidding. You sound great, though.
Thank you.
All right. Well, we've got another vidcast coming up, not next week, but the week after.
Right.
And I
The
can't.
1-2s.
The 1-2s, that's right. I'm glad you remembered because I forgot. All right, so
1, 2, 3.
we got them coming up. And of course, this vidcast again will be shown on our website coming up this Monday. So again, thank you so much. And we're going to wrap it up with the final song. This is called Storytellers. You guys going to do this live, right?
Yep.
Okay, very cool. And again, we appreciate you joining us this evening.
Thank you for having us.
All right.
Thank you.
Very good.
Thank you very much.
Okay, again, the album is The Journey. The band is The Rescue. The Rescue. And this song is called Storytellers on yourlocalnote.com.
The author of a story she didn't know she wrote, living life alone with no one to say no. Can't shake these feelings, she felt them for weeks. The pen in her hand, the paper on her wrist. We are the authors, the authors, the authors. We are the authors of the stories on our arms. And we keep on fighting, keep fighting, keep fighting. We keep on fighting for the war called our lives. Living life is hard, with a rope is your best friend. The weight of the world against the strength in your hands. Time slowly ticks away, the sound of life stands still. Jumping out of darkness, moving into light. We are the authors, the authors, the authors. We are the authors of the stories on our hearts. And we fighting, keep fighting, keep fighting. We keep on fighting for the war called our lives. We are the authors, the authors, the authors. We are the authors of the stories on our hearts. And we keep on fighting, keep fighting, keep fighting. We keep on fighting for the war called our lives. Within all this darkness, it's hard to see the light. Never stop moving on, keep putting up your fight. We are the authors of the stories on our arms. We keep on fighting, we keep on fighting. We are the authors, the authors, the authors.